How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to Concentrated Fitness. Today we're going to do a shoe review on the Nano 5, Speed TR, and Compete 614. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about each shoe, give the pros and cons of each of them, and then kind of give a rating or comparison between the three of them. So first, starting off with the Nano 5, this is an awesome shoe overall. This is probably one of my favorite Nanos. It is so stable, it's flat, it's hard on the bottom, it's hard enough on the inside where you can still do a lot of heavy lifting. The Kevlar on the outside makes the shoe so durable and sturdy. I have no tears almost anywhere on it. It's a very solid shoe, awesome for CrossFit. One of the biggest cons with this shoe is that it is so hard on the bottom and on the insole, is that it is not very comfortable for running. So I wouldn't wear these if I'm going to do more than up to a mile of running. Other than that, awesome shoe, my favorite Nano, I love these. Next, the Speed TR. I just got these about 2-3 weeks ago. I love these shoes to death. These shoes are awesome. They're very, very lightweight. They're very breathable. The mesh on the inside is very thin, so your feet don't get as hot. The tread on the bottom is amazing, allowing you to grip really great when you're doing rope climbs, when you're running around in the box. And the shoe does have a little more give on the inside, allowing you to be a little more comfortable if you're going to do some more running, if you're going to do a lot of jumping, if you're doing anything like that. This is a very comfortable shoe. I like wearing these when I'm just walking around town doing stuff. Plus, it's so nice looking. Look at it. Black and gold, sharp. One of the cons with this shoe is the fact that it's a little softer on the inside. It's not as optimal for lifting as compared to the Nano 5. This shoe, it will give a little give doing any heavy barbell movements, but I've done heavy back squats in them, heavy cleans, heavy snatches. I didn't have too much of an issue. It wasn't that much of a difference, so this shoe can still allow you to do that, but if you're going to pick between one of the two, the Nano is much better for lifting. Next, the Froning shoe, the Compete 614. This is a very, very light shoe. The heel drop is very minimal. It's a very flat shoe. It feels like you're almost walking on the floor when you put these on. Even though this shoe has Kevlar on it as well, it's still very breathable around the toe area and the toe box with this thin mesh. I was able to get the American flag ones, and these ones look pretty dope. They alternate, so I think that looks pretty cool when you're wearing these shoes. It's a very sturdy shoe. It's very hard on the outsole and the insole, allowing you to do a lot of Olympic lifting or a lot of heavy lifting if you don't wear lifters when you lift. Don't wear lifters when you lift. If you don't use Olympic weightlifting shoes, this is a good shoe to wear. Very hard, very sturdy. I like it. If you have good ankle mobility, this is a good shoe to use. Two big cons of the shoe. One is that it's very, very thin, and the only 1 or 2 times I've done rope climbs in them, I've actually torn a little bit of the mesh, so they're not very sturdy, they're not very durable. And also, these shoes are very, very hard, and they're very flat, so if you wear these for more than an hour and a half, 2 hours, your feet will be hurting. I would not wear these more than an hour-long class session, and then I would probably change them or switch them out. Just not a very comfortable shoe to rock all the time. So that's just really briefly covering the shoes. Talking about price-wise, these shoes now you can find some of them for $80. They did come out at $130, but now they're $80. These shoes are at $100, and then $200 for the Compete, which is very, very expensive for just a traditional CrossFit shoe. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, we're going to rate the shoes on different aspects that would help you determine which shoe you want to buy. So first, talking about weight. The Nano 5, it's not a very heavy shoe, but it's also, again, not the lightest. The Speed TR and the Compete are much, much lighter than this shoe. So on a scale of 1 to 5, we're going to rate this a 4. We'll rate the Speed TRs a 5, Competes a 5. Next, talking about comfort. Comfort's obviously very important when you're wearing a shoe. It doesn't matter how well you lift in them if you're always, aching and your feet are always hurting you in the middle of the workout. So when it comes to comfort, Nano 5, in my personal opinion, I love them. They're very comfortable. I can wear them almost all day and have no issues. But for some people, I've heard they have a lot of issues where if they come from softer shoes and go to the Nano 5, that their feet do bug a little bit. So we're gonna rate the Nano 5 a 4. Speed TR, awesome shoe. I love this shoe. Very, very comfortable. We're gonna rate it a 5. Compete, going back to what we said earlier, it's a very hard shoe, very stiff shoe. We're gonna rate it a 3. Alright, now we're gonna talk about protection. So if you were to drop something on your foot, maybe a plate, a kettlebell, dumbbell, wall, anything like that, how much would the shoe actually protect your foot? Nano 5, very sturdy, very durable. I love it. It's hard on the outside. We're gonna rate this a 5. Speed TR, it's still kind of durable, but not as quite. It's much thinner. The mesh isn't as thick as the other one, so we're gonna rate this a 3. The Compete, very thin, very flimsy shoe, especially in the toe box where you want to definitely protect your toes. We're going to rate these a 1. Durability, obviously very important when you're looking for a shoe. You want to make sure the shoe lasts. You don't want to buy a shoe and 2 months later you have to buy a new set, a new pair. You want to have a shoe that's going to last you a while. So when it comes to the Nano 5, I've had these shoes for coming up on 8 months now. I used to wear them every single day when I metcon 5 days a week. All types of lifting, training, jumping rope and rope climbs, etc. Very sturdy shoe, very durable. This shoe gets a 5. Speed TR, I've only had it for 2 weeks, so I can't truly give 100% honest review on that. But we're gonna give it a 4 just to be on the safe side. But for the most part, in the past 2.5-3 weeks that I've had this shoe, 0 issue. The whole sole is staying on, nothing's peeling, nothing's ripping. Awesome shoe. Compete, going back to what I said earlier, I've done some rope climbs in them and they've already started ripping in the mesh. It just seems like a very thin shoe, not very sturdy, very flimsy. So we're gonna rate this a 2. So the next aspect of the shoe we're gonna cover is lifting. Are they good for Olympic lifts? Are they good for benching, squatting, pressing, deadlifting, anything heavy with the barbell you can do? With the Nano 5, like I said before, awesome shoe, very sturdy. I can do a lot of heavy lifting in these, so Nano 5s get a 5. Speed TR, a little bit of give in the sole, very, very little. Didn't have a huge impact, but I did notice it. We're gonna rate these a 4. Compete, very sturdy, very hard shoe. They've had almost 0 give in the insole, so we're gonna rate that a 5. And next, going over running. Could you run in these shoes and be pretty comfortable? Nano 5, it's a stiff shoe. It's not the stiffest. It still has a little bit of give, being comfortable for most runs, but if you're doing a lot of running, not ideal, so we're gonna rate the Nano 5 at a 3. Speed TR, awesome shoe, very, very comfortable. Has just enough give on the inside to still do everything you need to do, especially run. So we're gonna rate that a 5. Compete, horrible shoe. I think I ran an 800 meter one time in these shoes. No. I ran about 1.5 miles in these shoes. The next day, my feet and my calves were totally thrashed. I could not do anything the next day. You might as well run barefoot if you're gonna wear these shoes. So we're gonna rate these shoes a 1. So when we tally up all those scores, that leaves us with a 24 for the Nano 5s, 26 for the Speed TRs, and a 17 for the Competes. These are awesome shoes. I still love them all. I wear them all. They're still my children. I still love them just as equally. But if we're talking price, efficiency, different things like that, obviously the Nano 5 and Speed TRs are a very, very close comparison. So that kind of leaves the Competes out on their own. They're not a very comfortable shoe. They're very expensive at $200, not very durable, and ideally they're not the most, it's not the best shoe. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you have any of these shoes and you wear them, let me know your opinion on the shoe down in the comment section. If you enjoyed that video, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you guys next time.